everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kat, and for today, and really this entire week, it is nothing but Glam Shop, and I am so excited for this. I had originally started doing like a week of a particular brand back in January. It's not my idea originally, it was actually created by the awesome Michelle's Everyday Glamour, and so I will make sure that I link her channel down below. She had done a week of ColourPop, and I thought it was just such a fun idea to showcase brands in that way, and so I've done it with Pat McGrath, I've done Kaleidos, Odin's Eye, and so for this week we are doing nothing but Glam Shop. I have 7 palettes. Look at all of this. It's gonna be just a rainbow of color. I am so excited to just immediately jump in. For any of you guys that are new, the way that I usually do this is that I will swatch the entire palette for you guys, and then I will do an eye look at the end. And some of you guys have let me know on past weeks that you like to follow along, so if you guys have any of the palettes that I'm going to be showcasing, definitely feel free to follow along or just make your own eye look while you're watching, and then make sure to tag me on Instagram if you guys post any pictures. I would love to see what you guys are coming up with. And so yeah, we're just gonna immediately jump right in. So for day one, we have the Tropicana palette, and this guy is super duper fun. It came in a bundle of 3 pastel palettes, and so I am very excited to show you guys this one. Look at it. You've got some beautiful pinks, purples. This yellow I am super duper excited to try out, and it does look like at least 2 of these guys are some of the awesome marble consistency that Glam Shop has. So I am just super excited to try all of this out. And it looks like there are only 2 matte shades, and then everything else is just a whole bunch of shimmery shimmers. So we're gonna swatch everything first, and I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna do my best to pronounce the names correctly because everything is in Polish, because Glam Shop is a Polish indie brand, and so I'm gonna do my best, as I always attempt to. Let me know down in the comments how I did if you are from Poland or speak Polish. But we're gonna go ahead and jump right in with the first shade, which is the shade Synia, and this is a very nice, just kind of pastel rose gold metallic-y shade. It looks like it's got a little bit of like a champagne-y to slightly pink shift. So you can definitely see that yellow, and then just ever so slight underneath, it's got a little bit of a pink cast to it. So there you can see a little bit of pink, and then it goes to that bright champagne. Then we have the matte shade Dahlia, which looks kind of like a peachy nectar kind of shade. Also very pretty. Not too much pink, I don't think, but also not too corally peach either. I think that's just a really nice shade. Then we have the shade Hibiscus. I'm getting the sense that these are named after flowers. So this one is a really pink shade. You can definitely see how pink in comparison to this guy. And this one definitely has some sparkles in it. So it looks like one of those matte shades where it's matte but then has like a couple glitter specks in it, but will most likely perform like a matte shade. Then we have that yellow shade Tropicana. Ooh, that is a good yellow. It's not like too neon yellow, but it's also not too mustardy. So I really like that. And that to me looks almost identical in formula to this guy, where it is more of that matte shade, but has a little bit of some sparklies in it. Then we have the first of the 2 marble shades, Storchik, which... Okay, she's a chunky gal, first off. I definitely want to say that. You gotta go in gentle into the palette. I went in, as I always do, with my monster hands and just kind of, I had to pack it back down. But this, it goes like purplish pink to like corally orange, and it is just all the reflection. So you're seeing orange first, and then you're seeing the pink with the orange. Oh, and then even almost some yellow. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, these marble shades are so good. Oh, it's, oh man. And then, yeah, that, and the pinkish, you could almost see a little bit of how it also has a bit of a blue reflect on there. Oh my god, it's so good. They're like, marble multi-chrome shades that they have are just all the shifts, and like from back here you can see that shine. It's like a foil. Love it. Next marble shade is going to be Kwiat Paproci, which looks like a deeper pinkish shimmer, but also just Oh wow, this is like, I don't even know how to describe this color. Like, this is such a pretty pink. It's like a foil pink. That's all there is to it. It's not particularly shifty. It's just the most pink foil I've ever come across. Then we have the only other matte shade, Opuntia, which is more of like a raspberry pink type matte, but also very pretty, very pigmented. I mean, this is a pastel palette for sure, but it does look like the last two shades might be a bit deeper, especially the purple shade. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful purple metallic, but we're not quite there yet. All right, it looks like we do have one more marble shade, and this is Orlik, which definitely looked almost like brownish, bronzy in the palette, but it looks like it's got a pink to kind of coppery gold shift. So definitely pink base that you're seeing there. And then you can kind of see that gold reflect on top. So not so much of like a multi-chrome or anything like that. It's just primarily pink base with gold shimmer on top. Then we have the purple metallic shade Tubin. Yeah, and that's just a beautiful purple metallic. It is definitely showing up a little bit lighter than I was expecting. Like when you look at it in the palette versus how it's swatched on my hand, I was definitely expecting a deeper shade of purple than what we ended up with, but still not upset. Like, this is a beautiful color story, so I think we're gonna be able to come up with something really, really pretty with this. I want to use this guy and the yellow and maybe the orange. I want to use all the shades. They're all so pretty. All right, we are going to do an eye look. We're gonna see how it all comes together, and I am so excited. All right, so first we're gonna start off with the Tropicana yellow shade, and I am just going to put that into my crease. Alright, so I really wanted to make sure that it was staying nice and pigmented, so I purposefully did not try and blend it out too much. It was more so that I just kind of packed it in along the crease. And so now we are going to go into that more corally dahlia shade, and that's gonna go on the inner half, and then the outer half we're gonna use the hibiscus pink shade, and then for the under eye we're gonna use the Tubin purple shade. So we're gonna get all of the things blended together. And I also did not want to blend the shades that are going on my lid with that yellow. I want to keep that stark contrast because at the end we're going to go in with this guy on top of the lid, and so it's primarily just to have a matte base to kind of show a little bit more of the shift on there between the shades. And then just to give you guys an idea of how much kick up I'm experiencing from the matte shades, like you can see in the yellow and in this kind of corally shade, I pretty much just tap in with the brush. I don't like swirl it around, and that is just, that's a lot of kick up. So if you are someone that is not a fan of kick up, you're probably not gonna enjoy this very much, but for me, I don't particularly care one way or the other, and so it doesn't bother me as long as it's not like kick up on my face, which so far there has been minimal fallout on my face. That's all I'm primarily concerned with, so I don't have to redo my face makeup. All right, so now we're moving into the hibiscus shade. Ooh, she is a pink. Wow, oh, that is pink. And so far, these colors are super duper pigmented, and so I am really happy about that. Is like all the pastel funness right now. So for the under eye, we are going to jump into that purple shade. You know that you dig into a pan a little too hard when you have to start using the phrase dab, don't stab as you're dipping into the colors? Because I definitely stabbed like almost to the pan on that purple shade. That was super fun. Okay, so this is awesome news. The purple shade, definitely when you were packing it in, rather than how it showed up on the swatch, it is significantly deeper as you just dab it on. So that is fantastic. Well, this became unintentionally significantly more pigment than I was planning on putting on my under eye. So now we're gonna go into the Storchik shade, which is this awesome orange to pink to whatever shade, and that's gonna go on the upper lid. And I am definitely feeling very tropical with this look, like all of the colors. Okay, so I think that the best way to apply the marble shades is to use your finger first and then to use a packing brush afterward to kind of press it down so that you don't have like loose flakies. And I will definitely say it does like to go everywhere. So that is something to keep in mind with the marble shades, is that you will get some fallout with that. Like my whole cheek and eye are glistening blue right now, which is kind of interesting considering that blue was like the least of the shades. But that is what's happening now, so fun fact. But I am going to go ahead and tightline and throw on mascara, and then we will come back for the final look so you guys can see how it all tied together. And yeah, let's 2 seconds. All right, and we're back with the final look. So I have tightlined, and I used kind of a deeper metallic purple liner for this time, and I think it turned out really, really well. I will say the only thing is that like the bluish glitter kind of got everywhere. You can see it's like it would not come off of like the outside on there. Like it even got like a little bit on my upper lip, and it's like on my cheeks a little bit. But other than that, like had I done my eye makeup first and then thrown on my face, wouldn't have been an issue at all. So that's just kind of something to keep in mind. If you're going to be using the marble shades, you might want to do your eye look first and then throw on the rest of your face. But other than that, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, the shades are super duper pigmented. They perform beautifully. I wasn't trying to blend too much on this one, and so definitely I think on some of the later palettes that we're going to use this week, we'll see some more blended looks, because I was really wanting to keep all of the colors super pigmented on here and separate, and so I think it definitely did that. So we'll find out later on this week just how well they blend together, but I have a sneaking suspicion, just given how many times I've used Glam Shop palettes in the past, they're gonna blend beautifully. So I would love to know what you guys think of the look. What do you think of all of the swatches? What do you think of this entire week of Glam Shop? I know a bunch of you guys are as huge of fans as I am of Glam Shop, so hopefully you guys are gonna love this week as much as I am. I mean, give me a reason to play with Glam Shop palettes and I am all over it. So that is what we have to look forward to for the rest of the week. And then, as you guys know, on day 7, I will rank my favorite to my least favorite looks, and I would love for you guys to toss in there throughout the week which looks you guys are liking as well. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you did not. Let me know either way, and if you made it to the end of the video and you have not yet subscribed, I would sure love it if you would hit the subscribe button. Come join my family on here. We talk a ton about indie brands, do lots of colorful makeup, all of the swatches, multi-chromes are inbound, and so I would highly recommend joining the family, join the conversation down in the comments down below. And other than that, you guys just go have a good one.